And welcome to my new YouTube channel. It's Photons from Space. It's I thought I'd give this a try. It's a new hobby of mine, so I'd share it online. Have a telescope from Celestron. It's a fork mount CPC 800 with GPS on it, so it will actually know where you're located at, and it will aid in synchronizing the telescope to the stars. I've since buying it, I've added on the equatorial wedge mount to make it an equatorial mount, and I've also added on. I've bought new cameras, added a focuser, added two more scopes. Or I call them scopes. One's a guide scope. It's a 60 millimeter from SV Bonnie, and and I have a security camera that I use for wide angle views. This guy right up here, and it will actually see a full constellation. So it will I can put the whole constellation of Orion in that image. And it's not so much for imaging; it's more I strictly use it just to find targets. If I'm trying, especially when I'm trying to line up the telescope. I can center on the star, and then I can switch over to the guide scope to get it closer. And once I get it centered in the guide scope, then the main scope pretty much has the object in view. That's good enough. So I also use it for do the polar alignment with my guide scope as well. And that's something that in future videos I will be walking you through the process and actually uh, show on the screen how what it looks like when a deep sky object starts coming into view, such as galaxies and nebula. And so something I'm looking forward to doing. Uh, One thing I have a couple of items on order. One is the filter wheel, which has different filters. Right now, I only have red filters used to block blue light being reflected back from the atmosphere. Cuts down the light pollution in the DFW area, which is, from what I understand, is a Bartle 8 area where I live. And I live in an apartment complex where we have lights on all over the place. So it's safe to say I'm probably in a Bartle 9 by the time the time I get done. But this telescope does good. I can actually see galaxies and nebula with it, even with all the light pollution, using the red filters. With the filter wheel, I'll be able to switch in some more narrow band filters and actually get better views, hopefully. Another project I'm doing. Right now, I don't have anything to cover it for fog, and the telescope has fogged up a couple of times from when the humidity gets high, when the dew point gets close to the outside air temperature. I have issues with that, so I've ordered a dew shield that's going to probably double the length of the telescope, and it will also keep out some of the lights around the apartment complex. So hopefully, cut down some of the light pollution as well as the fog. I also have a dew heater that I'll try to. It's one of the wraparounds, but I think I'll be able to lay it inside the dew shield to heat up the air inside the dew shield to prevent mildew or mold or not mildew, but fog from getting on the telescope and blocking the view. And that's about it for now. So again, welcome to my channel, and I hope to uh, see you looking. And if you have questions, feel free to type them in at the bottom. And happy viewing, and look up and watch the photons.